Well, good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenslin Casimir. Well, Jason Holder, the West Indies captain, has risen to #1 in the ICC Test rankings for all-rounders after his stunning performance in Barbados helped his side to a stunning 381-run victory against England. Holder scored his maiden double century in front of his home crowd and also picked up 2 wickets in the match, thus earning him a jump of 2 spots to the top of all-rounders chart. Now, known as a bowling all-rounder, the Windies captain enhanced his batting reputation by stroking a marvellous unbeaten 202 against England. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this matchup. Meanwhile, Shane Dowrich, who supported him with an unbeaten 116, has jumped 14 spots to number 47 in the world in batting, while fellow batter Shimron Hetmyer has jumped to number 40 in the world. In the bowling department, Kemar Roach's 5 for 17 climbed 5 places to number 20 in the world, while Chase shot up 14 places to number 14 after his excellent 8 for 60 in the second innings. Tournament favourite Central Vieux and the Grizzlies were booted out of the Veterans Football Tournament in a night of shocking results at the Philip Master Grounds. In the first match of the weekend, Ian Thomas shot the Grizzlies into the lead in the 21st minute against Flo in the main championship. This goal was immediately nullified with a double strike by Nigel Springer in the 30th and 42nd minute as the half ended 2-1 in favour of Flo Lancers. Anthony Paul extended the lead in the 53rd minute with Leslie Shalry tightening the screws towards the end as Lancers won 4-1. We spoke to Lancers player coach Trevor Daniel.
We came into this game expecting war, so we prepared for war. We did our homework.
Tell them about the foreign base.
We studied Gozile's game plan, their strategy, and you know, we figured we had to play the game at 2 different tempos. We sat back and took the pressure first half, and second half we came out. That was our plan, and it worked out well to our favour.
Wow. Well, in the other blockbuster matchup, Migo Veterans held the highly favoured Central VA4 team to a 0-0 draw after regulation time. In the ensuing penalty shootout, Migo Veterans, they prevailed, winning 5-4 as they booked their way into the finals of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. We spoke to the standing coach, well, the captain for Migo on the day.
It was almost an even game, but with our determination, a lot of us people didn't expect us to be here, but we made it through determination.
All right, so tell us what was going on during that penalty shootout. Of course, Beaufort playing at home. One would think that Beaufort would come out on top.
Well, I deliberately didn't pick this goal down there because that's the Beaufort section. I wanted to have all the support on this side, so that was a plus for us.
All right, so you're playing Flo Lancers in the finals. What's your expectation?
We've never played them before in this competition, but they've made it to the finals, so we're expecting them and we expect a good game.
Now we'll hear from their coach during 7-5 at Sports Talk. Now in the semi-finals of the Flow Play Championship, Labrie veterans secured a berth in the final with a 5-2 drubbing of Prophets and Kings. Didn't see that coming. Ashley Duncan scored a hat-trick with goals in the 7th, 52nd and 54th minute, while Kentist O'Geese and Lance Power scored in the 67th and 70th minute respectively for Labrie veterans. Now, Fleming James, he scored for Prophets and Kings in the 16th minute and Desmond Francis in the 86th minute. In the other semi-final, Blade All Blacks of Dennery, they got the better of Vieux Fort North for 3-1. The goals came from Benson Emile in the 61st minute, Mark Francis in the 70th minute, Franklin Dupigny in the 90th minute. The Vieux Fort North, the goal, it came from Benjamin King in the 51st minute. Constable and the guys doing it big. Well, the grand finals, they will now be played. The All Blacks of Dennery, they will come up against Vieux Fort North in the Plate Championship. Of course, so many pictures for you during 7-5 at Sports Talk. Now, the Big Players Invitational Football Tournament kicked off at the Marshall Grounds on Saturday, 26 January 2019 with 3 matches. In the day's first encounter, Morsey FC, they defeated Naya FC 3-1 with goals by Troy Greenidge in the 20th minute, Kenwin McPhee in the 22nd minute, and Everton Sapperton Lambert in the 57th minute. Troy Fannis was Naya's lone goal scorer in the 54th minute. In the second encounter, Big Players and Dominators, they played to a 1-1 draw with Romael Felix scoring for Big Players in the 35th minute, Aaron Richards for Dominators in the 51st minute. In the ensuing penalty shootout, Big Players prevailed 3-2. Playing the evening's final game, GMC, they edged past B1FC 1-0 with the winner scored by Shannon Leos in the 46th minute. Matches continued on Sunday, 27 January at the Marshall Grounds. In the first game played, Northern United and GMC United, they played to an exciting 1-1 draw. Samuel Lawrence, he scored for Northern in the 20th minute, while Melvin Aurelius conceded an own goal in the 30th minute. In the ensuing penalty shootout, Northern United advanced 3-2. Now, in Game 2, Flow Lancers FC and B1FC played to an exciting goalless draw. Following an entertaining 11 rounds of penalty kicks, the game was still locked at 9-9. B1FC moved on to the next round by the virtue of the coin toss. Now, Big Players squeezed past Morsey FC 1-0 as Levi Metric converted a penalty in the 49th minute in the following day. Matches continue on Tuesday, 29 January at the Marshall Grounds. Well, we take a break. When we get back, Netball St. Lucia launches Independence Classic. That was really nice. And we take a look at results from Vidboutai Primary School. Welcome back. Now the 2019 netball season netted off on Saturday 26 January 2019 with the launch of the Independence Netball Classic at the VG Multipurpose Sports Complex. This tournament is being organized in observance of the 40th anniversary of independence. Rufina Paul is the president of Netball St. Lucia.
I want to urge our netballers really and truly as we move forward this year, we're trying to hit the ground running, that there is a lot to do and we want everybody on board to get it done. As I keep saying, St. Lucia has the potential to be at the top of netball internationally. We have the raw talent, however what is missing is really the commitment and more importantly, the mindset. The mindset has to be one where we need to be happy with ourselves and we need to be optimistic about life, and we need to also understand that at all times the glass is not half empty but it's half full, and the job is ours to get it full. And to do that we need to stop looking to others to get it done for us. We need to do it for ourselves. We have resources, we might have money, but we're full of talent. And having said that, we have to get the talent to work for us.
Deputy Permanent Secretary of Youth Development and Sports, Mrs. Leota Charlemagne Mason, also addressed the gathering.
It is our hope that you will share in our passion and provide the much needed support to develop a strategy that everyone, you the netballers, the communities from which you hail, and the nation, will reap the benefits from it. As you begin your independence tournament, I encourage you to play hard, but play fair. Display your skills and talents against your opponents, but I also encourage you to make the most of this opportunity to showcase your talent.
We spoke to the Public Relations Officer of Netball, Madeline Waters.
Today we have the opening of the Independence Classic 2019, where the teams parade from the waterfront to the complex.
What's your expectation for today's activity?
Today's activity, though it started on a low performance, with low teams. Not many teams gather there. The Division 1 teams, most of them are not on parade, but we're expecting a lot of netball this afternoon with 3 games for the day.
Alright, so what does a tournament like that mean for the development of netball in St. Lucia?
Of late, our netballers have been on a back burner, and so this is like motivation for our netballers to prove themselves here so that we could get more spectatorship.
Well, in the results in Division 3, Avengers, they defeated Soufrière 21-8. Leading the way for Avengers were Brenda Shaw. She had 19 from 45 attempts, and Cassandra Eugene 2 from 5 attempts. Leading Regis scored all 8 of her team's 14 attempts. Now, in the other game played this time in Division 2, St. Joseph's Convent Egrets, they defeated Soufrière 39-9. Melody Antoine netted 26 from 42 attempts, and Malika Destang 13 from 26 attempts for the Egrets. Soufrière were led by Heather Pascal with 7 goals from 15 attempts. Now, the inter-house football competition organized by the Witwatersrand Secondary School culminated with the grand final on Friday, 25th January 2019. Finals played between Carinage and Jacques House did not disappoint. In the 3rd minute of play, Antonio Joseph scored for Carinage, and he put him in the lead and secured victory for his house. Following the completion of both the cricket and football competition, the point standings are as follows. Carinage House, they're on top with 21 points. Diamond House in 2nd place with 17 points. And Peter and Jacques, they're tied on 14 points. The inter-house basketball competition is scheduled to commence on Monday, 20th January 2019, as today. And meanwhile, the inter-house road relay utilizing the Leclerc circuit will be held on Friday, 1st February 2019. Wow. Now, during the month of December 2018, the SLFA rolled out a new coaching certification course to be conducted in all zones. The Southern Zone kicked theirs off on Saturday, 26 January, with clubs from Soufrière, Labrie, Vieux Fort North, and the South attending. The course is of 40 hours duration, covering technical and tactical aspects, inclusive of social issues normally covered in some coaching courses. The South Zone continues on Friday, 1st February, to conclude on Saturday, 16 February 2018. Despite the inclement weather, matches continued in the Honorable Alan Shastney District Rep Cup on Sunday, 27 January 2018. At 2 p.m., DX United, they came up against Lionheart. Bobby Manuel found the back of the net in the 69th minute to give DX United the advantage. 6 minutes later, the scores were level with Merlan Sami converting from the penalty spot. The tempo of the game heightened, with DX United making most of the run-in, and they were soon rewarded with their 2nd goal by Brad Bideau in the 80th minute. 1 minute later, Anthony Griffith made it 3-1. Brad Bideau, he got his 2nd goal in the 86th minute, and DX United ran away 4-1 winners. In the second encounter, Blushire United and El Niños B played to a 3-2 thriller. Dane McFarlane, he gave El Niños the lead in the 7th minute, only for Blushire United to equalize on the brink of half-time with a goal by Ryan Lanchelier. Following the resumption, Kivani Mosheri, he shot El Niños in the lead in the 59th minute. Blushire responded with the equalizer in the 70th minute. Xavier Maximim found the back of the net. El Niños went ahead in the 77th minute with a brilliant strike from Jason Flavius to run away 3-2 winners. Well, matches continue tomorrow, Tuesday, with veterans coming up against El Niños A at 4 p.m. Well, after Novak Djokovic claimed a historic 7th title at the historic Australian Open, BBC Sport took a look at his successes over the years. Now, the Serbs' 6-3, 6-2, 6-3 victory over great rival Rafael Nadal in Sunday's showpiece took him clear of 6-time men's winners Roy Emerson and Roger Federer. Wow. He has also equaled the overall Open era record for the Australian Open single titles, with American Serena Williams having won the women's title 7 times as well. Meanwhile, Naomi Osaka defeated Petra Kvitova 7-6, 7-2, 6-4, and she registered her 2nd consecutive Grand Slam title. Wow, congrats. Well, our sports, the DBS News continues after the break.